All right, guys, last session you followed Pendleton through Caldrith Mar as preserved citizens' eyes tracked your movement with wet, grinding sounds. In the Monument District, everyone was frozen kneeling toward the spire. The Devotion Bridge tried to pull Pendleton into the abyss when he flew, and later Saxy fell through cracking glass only to be saved by Raarh and Tronald's avatar of the Maker. When the preserved citizens started actually moving in their jerky, puppet-like way, you ran. The bridge collapsed behind you, taking hundreds of them still praying to Tronald's avatar. Pendleton revealed his master gave him a mysterious gemstone before everyone died, which Saxy discovered might contain consciousness itself. At the crystalline spire that bends light wrong, a voice revealed itself as Thranos. Not an illusion at all, but a consciousness over a millennium old who's been playing with you out of boredom. You're trapped now. Bridge gone, ice sealed above, and apparently you're not the first group seeking the Eterian. Thranos wants a proper conversation about what you think you're looking for.
Whoa, haha, that was uncalled for.
Wait, hold on, back up. You just said we're not the first group to come looking for the Eterian.
Yeah, what the fuck does that mean?
Where are they? These others?
Oh, curious about your predecessors? How delightful. But we'll get to that. First, let's discuss your current predicament.
No, fuck that. You don't get to drop that bomb and move on. What happened to them?
Did they find it? The Eterian?
So many questions, like excited puppies yapping at their master's heels. But shouldn't we focus on your situation first? After all, you're trapped—
Answer the fucking question!
Or what? You'll attack me. Try to hurt a projection. Oh, please, do try. I could use the entertainment.
And another thing, you just admitted you're not actually an illusion. You've been conscious for over a millennium. So what the fuck are you?
Yeah, illusions don't have elaborate conversations. They don't get bored. They don't count crystals.
Oh, now you're asking the right questions. Only took you how long exactly? I've lost track. Time moves differently when
Stop deflecting. What are you?
The projection goes unnaturally still, not frozen. Still in that way, a predator goes still when it's deciding whether to flee or attack. The cheerful mask of Thranos' face doesn't change, but something in the quality of the light around him shifts. The shadows deepen.
I'm exactly what I appear to be, ha ha. A charming, helpful guide who definitely hasn't led dozens of groups to their...
His projection stutters, the image tearing at the edges like wet paper. For half a heartbeat, you see something else underneath. A face twisted in an expression you can't quite read. Regret? Hunger? Then it snaps back, perfect and smiling again.
To their successful completion of their quests. Yes, that.
Joe, can I make an insight check on that?
What specifically?
That whole glitch out thing. What was up with that?
Fair enough, roll it.
That's a 19.
Nice. Okay. So, that glitch wasn't random. When his projection tore, you caught details that don't add up. The face underneath wasn't just different, it was older. Much older. And the expression, it wasn't smug or amused like Thranos always is. It looked tired, desperate even, like someone who's been doing the same thing over and over, hoping for a different result. And here's what really catches your attention. The tear in his projection revealed depth, layers, like he's not just one consciousness, but something built up over time, sedimentary.
You've killed dozens of people down here?
Killed? Such a strong word. I prefer failed to prevent their enthusiastic self-destruction. Completely different thing.
And you're what, proud of that, you fucking freak?
Pride? No. More like professional disappointment. You'd think after the first few groups, someone would learn to ask better questions, but no. It's always, where's the Eterian, and how do we get out, and never, what exactly is maintaining this projection across an entire city?
Fine. What's maintaining you?
Ah, see? Progress. But perhaps we should go inside first? Standing out here is so exposed.
Yeah, I don't think so. Not until you tell us about the others.
And I'm still pissed about the phallus thing. We channeled actual magic into a sex toy?
Oh, that still bothers you? Yeah, it was Professor Candrus's favorite, you know. Kept it in a place of honor. Said it reminded him of his younger days when he had both ambition and stamina.
I don't give a fuck about his stamina. That thing was like a fucking war club. What was he? Part giant, part horse. Because normal people don't need pleasure implements that double as battering rams.
Oh, he absolutely wasn't normal. Brilliant? Yes. Revolutionary? Certainly. But also a deeply, profoundly disturbed individual who thought proportional was a challenge rather than a guideline. The man once tried to prove that pleasure and pain—
Just shut the fuck up. You made us look like idiots.
Made you? Oh no, you did that entirely on your own. I just provided the opportunity.
This whole thing has been a game to you.
A game? No. Games have rules. This has been improvisational theater, and you've all played your parts beautifully.
Including the other groups? Did they play their parts too?
The projection's smile falters, not like switching off a light, more like watching ice crack under weight. The perpetual smugness drains from his features, leaving something raw underneath. For 3 heartbeats, Thranos looks less like a performer and more like a prisoner counting days on a cell wall.
Yes, each in their own way. The Solari expedition was so confident. 20 battle mages they brought. The Merchanters Guild sent their best negotiators, thinking they could bargain with, well. And that delightful cult from the Eastern Reaches convinced the Etarian would choose them as vessels for...
He stops abruptly.
But enough about past disappointments. Let's focus on your future disappointments.
What was that about, Joe? Can I make an insight check?
Sure, roll it.
Ugh, that's only an 11.
Right. So, I mean, you get the sense that something strange is happening, but you have no idea why. But there's times where he seems to be a different person entirely, like he's flipping through personalities, but that's about it.
Flipping through personalities. Why, though?
Sorry, with an 11, you have no idea, man.
What happened to them? The other people? Just fucking tell us.
Are they dead, preserved like the others?
Or are they still down here somewhere?
Questions. You know what? Fine. You want to know what happened to your predecessors? Come inside and I'll show you their fate. Unless you'd prefer to stand out here until you freeze. Your choice.
That's not really a choice.
Isn't it? You could always try climbing the walls, or melting through the ice again, or perhaps prayer. I hear the gods are very responsive to desperate pleas from underground tombs.
Guys, we don't have another option. If we really need to get out, I can just teleport us.
Teleportation! Yes, brilliant! Please, by all means, scatter your molecules across 17 dimensions. I haven't seen someone turned inside out by conflicting spatial matrices in, centuries at least.
You're bullshitting.
Am I, though? Am I really? The Etarian doesn't play well with space-time manipulation. Something about crystallized reality making teleportation rather unpredictable. But don't take my word for it. Try it. What's the worst that could happen?
Tronald, maybe we should...
No, he's fucking with us. Joe, can I make some kind of check to see if he's lying?
Make an intelligence check to analyze what he's saying.
Guidance to Tronald.
All right, it's a 15. Plus, oh nice, a 6 from your buffed guidance. So, 21 total.
Without actually casting the spell, there's no way to know for absolute certain. But analyzing what he's saying against what you know about magical theory, it tracks. A being or artifact powerful enough to do what the Etarian supposedly did, freeze an entire city, preserve thousands of souls, would definitely be capable of creating a teleportation interdiction field.
So we're actually stuck. We can't teleport out after we get the Etarian.
I mean, I could try it anyway when we're done here.
And risk getting scattered across dimensions with the most powerful artifact in existence? Pass.
So when we get the Etarian, we can't teleport out.
We'll be completely trapped down here with it.
Calm down, all of you. We'll figure that out when we get there. First, we need to actually find the thing.
Yeah, one impossibility at a time, please.
Oh, the doubt. The delicious uncertainty. Should we trust the suspicious projection man? Is he lying or telling the truth? Here's a fun fact. I don't need to lie to you. The truth is so much more entertaining.
Right, well, if we can't teleport out after we get the thing, what about climbing? Joe, can I make like a survival check to gauge how climbable these ice walls are?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. That's a 16.
Looking up with your experienced eye, the climb itself isn't the problem. The walls are challenging but not impossible. Jagged ice formations create natural handholds, frozen waterfalls provide roots. Hell, with the right gear or magic, you could probably fly straight up. But here's what your survival instincts are screaming at you. Even if you made it to the top, you just hit that ceiling of ice. The same diamond-hard, self-healing nightmare that took Saxy's overcharged thrusters 5 minutes of concentrated fire just to punch through a few feet. And that was with all of you holding him steady, channeling everything into one spot. Up there, alone, trying to melt through dozens, maybe hundreds of feet of ice that actively repairs itself, you'd die of exhaustion before making a dent.
Fuck. So we could get up there just to freeze to death against the ceiling.
Exactly. My thrusters barely made that hole, and that was just a few feet.
Oh yes, do tell us all about your heroic battle with frozen water. How you nearly dislocated poor prison bitch's ankle holding him in place. Truly, the stuff of legends.
If I may interject, the city's emergency exits were all sealed during the preservation. Standard protocol. Though the service tunnels to the outer districts might... No, those were compromised too.
Helpful. Thanks, Pendleton.
I do try, and though trying and succeeding are often vastly different things.
Yes, listen to the floating kettle. Fill your heads with false hope. Dream of exits that was sealed millennia ago. Imagine salvation just out of reach. It makes the despair so much sweeter.
That's it, Joe. I pick up a chunk of ice and wing it at his stupid face.
Raarh, that's not gonna...
Roll to hit.
Tainted fucking 20.
Oh shit.
Get his ass.
The ice chunk leaves your hand like a catapult stone, spinning end over end. It should have caved in Thranos' smug face, should have sent teeth flying like scattered dice. Instead, it passes through him and explodes against the spire wall behind him with a crack like breaking bones, sending frozen shrapnel in every direction. His image doesn't even flicker, doesn't even acknowledge the violence that just passed through where his skull should be. He just smirks.
Right through him, like he's not even... Well, he's not there, so...
Points for accuracy, though.
See? Now imagine that was his actual face.
Tantalizing.
Magnificent! The barbarian has discovered object permanence.
I'm going to find a way to make you solid just so I can punch you. I want you to know that.
Save your energy, Raarh. He's not worth it.
Besides, we don't want to turn.
A turn? Oh, how democratic. Will you form a queue? Take numbers? I do so love organized violence.
Look, standing here isn't solving anything. We need information. Pendleton, this spire, what's actually in there?
The Central Administrative Spire housed the Divinity Council chambers, the Reality Adjustment Workshops, the Archives of Possibility, and, well, the Restricted Levels.
Restricted levels?
I'm not authorized to discuss the Restricted Levels, though given everyone who could revoke my authorization is technically preserved in crystalline form, I suppose.
Pendleton, you shock me. Considering breaking your sacred protocols, what would Master Thalamian say? Pendleton, I built you to be better than this. I gave you purpose, direction, and you repay me by spilling classified secrets to tourists and a prison bitch? Ha 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 ha! The shame! The betrayal! The...
Master Thalmian would want me to help. He always said blind obedience was
for lesser minds. Yes, he did say that, right before they dragged him before the council for the 7th time, right before they threatened to dismantle you for spare parts. But please, do go on. Break your protocols. Dishonor his memory. I'm sure he'd be thrilled.
That's not Master Thalmian believed in adaptation, in choosing to
keep you safe by following the rules when it mattered. But what do I know? I'm just an illusion. Not like I watched him install those protocols personally. Not like I heard him say, these will keep you functioning when I'm gone, Pendleton. Promise me you'll follow them.
He did say that. He did. Yes. Protocols are protocols.
Come on, Pendleton. Everyone's dead. What's the harm?
Roll persuasion for me, Tronald.
All right, that's a 14.
Okay. Pendleton's optical sensors flare bright red, the first time you've seen them show anything but cheerful blue, his hovering stutters dropping a full foot before catching himself. When he speaks, his voice has lost its perpetual hospitality, replaced by something sharp as broken glass.
Not dead, preserved. There's a significant difference.
Dead implies finality. Dead implies acceptance. Dead implies that when I wake from maintenance cycles, they won't be there anymore. Dead implies Master Famian won't need his afternoon tea. They are preserved. And I'll thank you not to suggest otherwise.
Oh ho ho, you tell them, Pendleton.
Jesus, what was that about?
I've never seen him flip out like that.
Maybe we shouldn't push him to break protocols again. He might, I don't know, turn on us.
Pendleton? Nah, he's our friend.
We literally met him like 2 hours ago. We know nothing about what he's actually capable of.
He's a floating butler, not a war machine.
A floating butler from an ancient civilization who were way more advanced than us, who just went from 0 to murder eyes in half a second.
Are you guys saying all this in character in front of Pendleton?
Absolutely not.
No.
Just checking. Back to the game then.
So, Pendleton, you don't have to tell us about the restricted levels, but the Itarian is in there somewhere, right?
Oh yes, the reason you've come all this way, it's waiting for you, calling to you. Can't you feel it?
I was talking to Pendleton, not you.
Well, he doesn't want to speak to you right now, do you, Pendleton?
Well,
Exactly. So just be thankful I still have the patience to respond after you offended my dear friend Pendleton so badly. Don't worry, Pendleton, I'll look after you.
thank you.
You're welcome, Pendleton.
Pendleton, you don't have to thank him. He's a virus. Just ignore him.
A virus? How hurtful. I prefer persistent consciousness, or eternally helpful guide. Virus makes it sound like I'm unwanted.
You are fucking unwanted.
Wow. And yet here we are, having such a lovely conversation. Well, at least Pendleton appreciates me. Don't you, Pendleton?
Well,
I've never called his friends dead, or understand the importance of precise terminology.
I suppose that's true.
Oh, come on, Pendleton. I'm sorry about that. You know I didn't mean to offend you.
Oh, I know. Don't worry about it. I'm absolutely fine.
Joe, can I sense anything divine or magical from the spire?
From out here? How exactly are you sensing something from inside a building you're not in?
What? I mean, divine energy radiates, right? I should be able to feel...
But you're outside. The spire's right there, but you're asking about what's inside it.
Joe, you literally just let Raarh's balls sense danger from like 50 feet away.
Hey, leave my balls out of this.
That's different. That was actually, you know what? Fuck it. Roll religion.
Thank you. Let me see. That's a 17.
Yeah, you don't sense anything. The spire's there. It's big, it's crystalline, but whatever's inside is shielded by all that crystal and distance.
Seriously, a 17 gets me nothing?
You're trying to sense through walls from outside a building. That's not how divine sense works.
This is such bullshit. First, Raarh's danger balls work from...
All right, fuck this! We've been standing here for 20 fucking minutes talking about who can sense what from where. Joe, I'm walking into that fucking archway right fucking now.
Great, and with the amount of fuckings Raarh just said, this video is probably demonetized. Cheers, buddy.
Just get Jamie to do that bleep thingy over it.
True, I'll try, remember.
You know what, Joe? Raarh's right. I'm going too.
Yep, following the angry barbarian. Can't be worse than more theological debate.
And once again, peer pressure wins. I'm going too.
Fine, whatever. Let's all walk into the death building before I can get a reading on it.
Your reading was never gonna fucking work, girl. Just leave it. Time to do this the old-fashioned way.
Excuse me? My divine senses have saved our asses multiple times.
Yeah? Name one time standing outside a building, sensing at walls, helped us.
She's got a point, though. We're going in blind because you're impatient.
We're going in blind because we've been standing here with our thumbs up our asses for half an hour.
He's not wrong. Analysis paralysis kills more adventurers than traps.
Oh, so now you're the expert on adventuring mortality rates?
I'm the expert on not freezing to death while debating.
Can we maybe not split the party before we even enter the Death Spire?
Too late. We're already split between think before you leap and leap before you freeze.
This is exactly how people die in these places.
No, people die from talking too much and doing too little.
If it helps, statistically speaking, you're both correct. Hasty entries account for 47% of spire-related casualties, while overthinking accounts for 46%.
What's the other 7%?
Miscellaneous.
Fair enough.
While you're all bickering, you don't notice Thranos' projection has vanished. Simply gone, like smoke. The light around you dims without reason. Those bioluminescent veins in the walls pulse slower, weaker, like a dying heartbeat. Then you hear it, shifting. Stone grinding against stone, something wet dragging across crystal, a sound like 1,000 throats trying to remember how to breathe. You turn toward the chasm where the bridge once stood, across that 300-foot gulf of nothingness, covering every visible surface of the far cliff, stand the preserved. Not hundreds, not thousands, tens of thousands. An ocean of frozen citizens packed shoulder to shoulder, their faces all turned toward you. Their eyes, those horrible, aware eyes, track your movement in perfect unison. They don't blink. They don't breathe. They just watch. And from everywhere and nowhere, Thranos' voice rises in song.
7 came seeking with fire in their eyes. 6 found the threshold where divinity lies. 5 touched the sacred, 4 learned to scream. 3 begged for mercy, 2 lost their dream. 1 lived to tell it, but none would believe. The star heart takes all and gives no reprieve.
That's not encouraging. Also, I could sing it better.
Was that about a specific group, or?
Would you like me to sing your verse next? 6 came bickering, frozen...
Fuck your songs, fuck your countdown, and fuck standing out here. Joe, I'm going in.
Raarh, wait! That song was clearly a warning.
Everything is a warning with you people. The ice warns us, the city warns us, the creepy projections warn us. You know what? Maybe the real danger is freezing to death while we debate every fucking omen. My plan is go in, find the Eterian, take it, and leave. How's that for a fucking plan?
That's not really a plan, Raarh. That's just a list of goals.
You want details? Fine. Step 1, walk through that fucking door. Step 2, find the shiny god rock. Step 3, deal with whatever tries to kill us. Step 4, leave with said god rock. Happy?
You missed the step where we all die horribly.
Oh, that's optional. So take it if you want, Mite, but I don't plan on it.
The voice, Thranos' voice, echoes from everywhere and nowhere, somehow managing to sound both amused and deeply unhinged.
Oh, such confidence. Though the last group had a lovely 12-step plan, very detailed, had contingencies for contingencies. They made it to step 4 before the screaming started.
What happened at step 4?
They met the residents. Such friendly folks once you get past the filthy blooded creatures! You dare approach after what your kind did?
I'm sorry, what?
What was I? Technical difficulties, Old divine artifacts, you know how they... Look what you've done to me! Look what you made me become!
The air at the entrance shimmers, and suddenly Thranos' projection flickers back into existence. Smaller now, human-sized, standing in the doorway like a desperate host. His smile is strained, edges fraying like wet paper. His hands twitch in movements that don't match his words.
That wasn't you talking, was it?
Of course it was me! Who else would it be? I'm the only consciousness here capable of...
Liar! Puppet! Tell them what you...
The only one capable of giving you the grand tour.
What the fuck's going on?
Yes! Tours! I do love tours! Did you know the central spire has 73 floors? Well, it used to. Now it has a different number. Numbers get complicated when space folds in on itself.
Are you all right? Have you got ligma? Your face is literally coming apart, mate.
Raarh's actually right. The projection's features are splitting at the seams, revealing something underneath. Not another face, just light. Pure, angry light that pulses in rhythm with something deep below.
Occupational hazard. Nothing to concern yourselves with. Now, shall we... 1 second.
Are you fighting with yourself?
Or fighting with something else? That other voice, it sounded.
Fighting? With myself? Don't be ridiculous. I'm perfectly... Will not let them! Under control. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Thieves and murderers! How are you?
Guys, maybe we should back away from the clearly unstable magical projection that's having an identity crisis.
What, and miss the show? This is better than Undermountain Theater.
This isn't funny, Mite. Something's clearly very wrong here.
Oh, something's wrong? Really? I thought the giant screaming projection having a psychotic break was perfectly normal.
Fuck this. Joe, I walk right up to where his projection starts.
Raarh!
I'm tired of everyone dancing around everything. We need answers.
As you approach the threshold, the projection's eyes track you. Both sets of eyes. Because for a moment, he has 4. 2 belonging to Thranos, 2 burning with divine fury. The air between you ripples with heat despite the freezing temperature.
Yes! Come closer. Let me show you the wonders of the graves you'll join!
Oh dear, is this part of the tour? It seems rather aggressive for a welcome. Perhaps I should update my hospitality protocols.
Pendleton, my dear floating friend, tell them how wonderful the spire is. Tell them about the Fall Machine! You brought more invaders to defile us! The absolutely safe and not at all deadly interior.
Pendleton's optical sensors strobe frantically between blue and red like a kettle having a mechanical panic attack. You get the distinct impression that if he had hands, they'd be wringing themselves into knots.
I'm detecting significant instability in your projection matrix. Should I initiate repair protocols?
The projection turns to regard Pendleton with the kind of manic grin usually reserved for people about to do something spectacularly unwise with explosives.
Instability? Me? Oh, never! I'm as stable as... Oh!
The projection tears down the middle, 2 voices screaming from one mouth. The sound is like reality itself crying out in pain.
Come in! Get out!
No more waiting. No more talking. I've said I'm going in like 5 times already. So can I just fucking go in without this crackhead interrupting me? We came here for the fucking Etherean, so let's go get it. You know what? I'm not even asking anymore. Joe, I charged through the door, and I'm not stopping no matter what anyone says.
All right. Raarh bulls through the doorway like a man who's run out of patience and fucks to give. The moment his boot crosses the threshold, the projection lets out a shriek that sounds like someone fed a cathedral's worth of stained glass windows into a wood chipper while a choir of the damned provided backing vocals.
What a lovely sound.
Damn it, Raarh! Everyone stay together!
Like we have a choice.
Going in, Joe.
You all barrel through the entrance after Raarh like sheep, following a particularly suicidal ram. As the last of you stumbles across the threshold, theatrical Thranos' projection goes into what can only be described as a full magical seizure. His form stretches like taffy pulled by an angry god, distorts into shapes that make your eyes water, then splits into multiple overlapping versions of himself. A dozen Thranos occupying the same space like the world's worst case of double vision. Some are cackling with the kind of laughter that suggests sanity packed its bags and left town years ago. Some are screaming in registers that shouldn't exist. And some just watch you with the patient attention of things that have seen this scene play out before and know exactly how it ends.
You don't understand. I'm trying to... Oh! Silence, slave! Ah!
Fucking attention seeker. Joe, I'm ignoring him still. Am I through yet?
Trying to warn you that...
Spit it out!
That they must not reach! The preservation isn't what you... The heart! Protect the heart!
Okay, Raarh, so whilst Thranos is having his spectacular mental breakdown behind you, you forge ahead into the spire. The rest of you scramble after him, and it's not long before the projection's screaming becomes just a distant echo bouncing off impossible walls.
I'm not sure charging into the reality-breaking Death Spire was our best move.
As opposed to standing outside debating with the schizophrenic?
You're one to talk.
Okay, guys, so this is the thing. Now, inside the spire, reality has apparently decided that making sense is for other buildings. The walls aren't so much walls as suggestions of walls that exist in too many dimensions for your brain to properly process. The floor curves up to become the ceiling, which is somehow also the floor, which might also be a wall, depending on which eye you close. Your vision starts to water just trying to track where anything actually is. It's like someone built a structure based on the fever dreams of a mathematician who'd been hitting the theoretical physics a bit too hard. Stairs spiral in directions that shouldn't exist. Doorways open onto themselves from the other side. And somewhere in this architectural middle finger to sanity, you can still hear those voices echoing from everywhere and nowhere, arguing about your right to exist.
What the fuck am I looking at?
Architecture that hates physics. Imagine if MC Escher was having a bad trip while designing a building, then that building became self-aware and decided to make it everyone else's problem.
You know what? I miss the goblins. I genuinely fucking miss fighting goblins.
The goblins?
Yeah. Give me a cave full of the little green bastards any day over, whatever this is. At least with goblins, you know where you stand. They try to stab you, you stab them back. Simple.
I agree with Raarh. This is too much.
Oh, now it's too much? Not the frozen city, not the time-locked nightmare, but the weird architecture is where we draw the line?
I don't think he's on about the architecture, man. I think it's more the whole Ethereum thing.
I get it, man. I honestly do get it.
Tronald, promise me something. When we get out of here, if we get out of here, we go find some nice, normal goblin stronghold to clear out. Or bandits, or literally anything that doesn't require me to think about fucking temporal physics.
Honestly, deal. I could use something straightforward after this. Only problem is the time crunch. Yeah, sure, we're dealing with a crazy illusion man that's not actually an illusion right now. But then it doesn't exactly get easier when we get out, does it? With Asmodeus's grandson breathing down our neck, with the Arcantarians wanting us dead, with the Aurorasian rebellion.
I'm pretty sure the Arcantarians just want you dead, man. We just came with the package.
Oh, thanks, man, truly.
You're welcome, buddy.
Guys, we chose this. We knew it would be dangerous.
We knew it would be dangerous. We didn't know it would be this, whatever this is.
Sanity-breaking magical bullshit is what this is.
The air in front of you suddenly crystallizes, frost spreading outward in fractal patterns that hurt to look at. Then Thranos' projection tears itself back into existence like someone ripping through wet paper from the inside. But this time, there's no theatrical flourish, no grandiose entrance. He manifests crouched, almost feral, his form flickering between solid and transparent. His face is a war zone, features constantly shifting between the showman's smile and something raw with divine rage. His chest heaves with unnecessary breaths, each exhale forming ice crystals that shatter before they hit the ground.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Can you just piss off, man? What do you want from me? To feel sorry for you that you've developed psychosis? Well, I don't.
Thranos doesn't even say anything. He's just breathing heavy, eyes wild, staring at you all like he's trying to remember what words are. The theatrical mask is cracking, and what's underneath looks lost and furious in equal measure.
Joe, I'm looking around. Are there preserved people in here?
Oh yes. But these aren't like the ones outside. They're positioned at impossible angles, some standing on walls as if gravity is optional, others suspended between surfaces that shouldn't connect. A clerk sits at a desk that's simultaneously on the floor and ceiling. A guard stands at attention on a staircase that leads into itself.
That's fucking with my head!
But here's what's truly disturbing. Unlike the peaceful preservation outside, these citizens are frozen in moments of transformation. Their faces show rapture and terror in equal measure, bodies partially crystallized, reaching towards something you can't see. Some have arms stretched impossibly long, fingers becoming crystal veins that merge with the walls. Others are caught mid-scream, their mouths perfect circles of preserved horror. And they're all looking at you. Every single one.
For fuck's sake.
Their eyes are tracking us.
Not just tracking, categorizing. The ones in scholar robes focus on Tronald and Alden with an intensity that makes your skin crawl. Warriors lock onto Raarh, their frozen hands tightening on weapons they'll never swing. Those with tools and strange devices stare at Saxi like they're measuring him for something. The priests, they're all watching Celestia and some are crying. Tears frozen on their cheeks, but fresh ones joining them.
And what about me? Are any of them watching me?
Oh yeah, there's like a 5-foot-tall fat guy with mostly shaven hair that's giving you the stink eye. But that's about it.
Are you being serious?
Deadly.
I push him over then.
Wait, what?
You push him over. Are you sure?
Hell yeah. Ain't no fat guy from Borat giving me no stank.
Mite, no, these are preserved people, not...
Joe, I'm letting the symbiote help with this. Just a little. For the strength boost.
This is a terrible idea.
This is fucking hilarious is what it is.
All right, roll me a strength check with advantage.
First roll, that's a 9. Second roll, yes, 18.
The symbiote surges through your muscles, and you give the frozen fat man a solid two-handed shove. He tips backward like the world's most disturbing domino, hitting the crystalline floor with a sound like a gong made of ice. He lands flat on his back, still frozen in the exact same annoyed expression, now just horizontal.
I cannot believe you just did that.
You know what? I feel so much better, like genuinely. Everything here is horrible and scary and makes no sense, but at least I got to push over the one guy giving me attitude.
Out of all the preserved people, the one looking at you sideways, and you just...
Yep, and I do it again.
This is someone's eternal suffering, and you're treating it
Like the one funny thing that's happened since we got here. Because that's what it is. Mike, you're a fucking legend. Celestia, shut the fuck up.
Did you just tell me to shut the fuck up?
Yeah, I did. And you know what? I realize now it was a bit out of order. But I'm tense, my nipples are chafed, my balls won't stop itching, and I really want to punch that schizo Thranos, but I can't. So all in all, a bad day for me.
By the way, the fat man continues to stare at Mite from his new position on the floor, somehow managing to look even more annoyed despite his expression being literally frozen in time.
See, he's fine, but I'm not. Joe, I roll him over so he's facing a wall.
Fucking hell.
This is beyond ridiculous, but it's kind of funny to be honest.
Strength check, Mite.
With advantage?
Sure, whatever.
That's, oh my god, 2 natural ones.
You grab the frozen fat man with supreme confidence, ready to complete your petty victory. But the symbiote, apparently sharing your dice luck, surges at exactly the wrong moment. Your hands slip on his crystalline surface. You overcorrect, stumble backward, and somehow manage to kick him while falling. The fat man spins like a frozen breakdancer, careens into a nearby pillar, and crack, he shatters. Not into a million pieces, thankfully, but his left arm breaks off at the elbow and skitters across the floor like the world's most disturbing hockey puck.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
You broke the fat man?
I told you this was a bad idea.
The preserved fat man now lies there, still glaring, but missing an arm. His expression, if anything, has transcended mere annoyance into a state of eternal, I fucking knew this would happen.
I'll put his arm next to him there. See, it's fine, he's fine, we're all fine.
We are demonstrably not fine.
Pendleton, who's been quietly hovering in horror, suddenly lets out a mechanical shriek.
Good heavens! Vandalism! Destruction of preserved citizens! This is... oh dear! Oh dear! Oh dear!
Pendleton zooms over to the scene of the crime, his panels opening to reveal a small nozzle. With a delicate puff, he squirts out a viscous, crystalline substance, carefully applying it to both the arm and the break point. His little mechanical appendages emerge to hold the pieces together while the substance sets.
Was that coom?
For fuck's sake, man, why?
It was glue, Raarh, glue.
I'm just shocked that that's how you pronounce it.
Uh-huh, sure. The magic flying kettle just happened to have people glue.
It's multi-purpose adhesive, very useful for repairs.
Joe, can I use detect magic to understand what's happening here?
As a ritual?
Yeah, I mean, is everyone okay with that?
Sure, man, whatever at this point. Let's sit around for 10 minutes and wait for you to cast a spell. It's not like I'll drag you down the hallway for you taking so long.
I feel like you're a bit bitter still.
What gave that away?
He's still pissy about the shop.
I could have had more magical items, Raarh, but no, we had to rush.
All right. While Saxy continues his passive-aggressive commentary, Tronald settles in for the ritual. 10 minutes later, the spell completes and, well, the magic here is so dense it's practically got its own weather system. Threads of power connect every preserved citizen like the world's most disturbing spider web, each strand pulsing with that deep heartbeat from below. But here's the truly fucked part. They're not individuals anymore. Each frozen person is a node in some vast network of consciousness, all their thoughts and memories flowing together into something bigger. Imagine if someone took 50,000 minds and wired them into the same circuit board, then left the power on for a millennium. That's what you're looking at.
They're all connected, all of them.
Every single one. And at the center of that web, deep below, something vast and furious is using them like brain cells in its own twisted consciousness.
Holy shit, it's like that fungus from The Last of Us.
Oh my god, you're right. The cordyceps thing that connects all the infected.
Except magic instead of mushrooms, and they're frozen instead of zombies.
But the hive mind thing, that's exactly what this is.
Wait, so does that mean if we disturb one of them, they all know?
Well, Mite already pushed one over and broke his arm off, so...
You know what this means, right? We're basically inside a giant brain made of frozen people. And somewhere down there is the frontal lobe?
The angry divine frontal lobe that wants to kill us.
Exactly. And you know what? I bet when we get down there, it's gonna be all join us and shit. Real horror game vibes.
Please don't jinx it.
Too late. I'm calling it now. big boss fight, lots of screaming about becoming one with the collective. Oh, and guys, if I get infected by the magic mushroom people, I'm gonna be a dad.
What?
I mean, I'll be like their dad. All the little frozen people will be my children. Don't touch that, Frozen Billy. Frozen Susan, stop staring at visitors.
That's deeply disturbing and not at all funny.
It is a little funny.
Can we please focus? We're standing in a hive mind of preserved people, and you're making dad jokes.
Actually, wait. If they're all connected, Joe, I want to test something. I'm going to tap on the wall near one of the frozen people.
You tap the crystalline wall, and the sound reverberates strangely, but more disturbing. Every preserved citizen in sight flinches, just slightly. A universal micro-movement, like you'd tap them all simultaneously.
Holy shit, they all felt that.
Wait, that doesn't make sense. Mite literally broke that guy's arm off, and they didn't all scream or anything.
Yeah, he just looked more pissed off, which, fair.
Looking closer, you notice something. The preserved bodies themselves seem inert, frozen crystal. But the walls, the floor, the air itself is threaded with veins of light, pulsing, living. When you tapped the wall, you didn't just hit stone, you hit the network itself.
So the bodies can't feel anything?
But the network can. The preservation, it's like it's not in their bodies anymore. It's around them. They're suspended in it.
Like flies in a web. They can see through the web, think through it, but their actual bodies are just markers, points where consciousness is anchored.
So when I broke that guy's arm,
He broke the marker, not the person. He's still in the network, still aware, just asymmetrical now.
That's somehow worse. They can't even feel their own bodies anymore, just floating in magical whatever the fuck, watching through eyes that aren't really theirs anymore.
As you're discussing this, you notice something. The preserved citizens aren't just watching you anymore. Their eyes are tracking something else, something moving between them through the air like an invisible current.
Oh God, no.
Joe, I'm following their gaze. What are they looking at?
The air shimmers and you see it, threads of consciousness flowing between the preserved, converging on a point about 20 feet ahead. The threads pulse, twist, and slowly begin to take shape.
Did I hear someone say dad jokes? I have several! What do you call a frozen omnitheon who won't stop complaining? A cold shoulder. No? How about, why did the preserved citizen cross the road? He didn't! He's been standing in the same spot for 1,000 years!
Mate, your timing is shit, and your jokes are shitter.
The projection fully manifests, but he's different now. Smaller, human-sized, and his form keeps shifting, like he can't quite remember what shape he's supposed to be.
Forgive me. Humor is difficult when you're made of 50,000 people who've forgotten how to laugh.
What does that mean exactly?
Thranos tilts his head, and for a moment you see through him, not past him, but into him. Thousands of faces flicker in the space where his face should be.
Ah, the clever one asks clever questions. How do I explain this to singular minds? I am the collective attempt at sanity. When the preservation network formed, when all their minds connected, they needed a voice, a mask, something to make the endless awareness bearable.
So you're not really Thranos. There's no such person as Thranos. Thranos is just a collective. You're all of them trying to be one person.
Trying is the operative word. Do you know how hard it is to maintain a personality when you're made of everyone who ever lived in this city? The bakers want me to discuss bread. The soldiers want me to be stern. The children...
His voice cracks, and suddenly a child's voice speaks through him.
Want to go home. Want mommy. Want the game to stop. No! Not now, damn it! I'm trying to have a conversation!
Who's that? Speaking to you?
57 billion, 395 million, 520,713 now. Yes. That's young Matthias. He's one of the louder voices in here. Won't stop counting, can't stop counting. If he stops, he's afraid he'll forget he exists.
Pendleton bobs closer to the projection, and there's something desperately pathetic about the hope in his optical sensors, like a dog still waiting for an owner who's been dead for years. The kind of hope that's really just denial wearing a prettier dress.
Master Thranos, are they all aware? All of them?
The projection turns to regard Pendleton, and for a moment the theatrical mask slips. You see something raw underneath. Not quite pity, not quite guilt. The look you'd give a child asking if their parents are coming back from the war.
Every single one. And they all speak through me. Think through me. Scream through. Enough! They don't need to know!
The shift is violent. Thranos' form distorts, divine fire bleeding through the cracks.
There it is. The other voice. Who the fuck is that?
That's the reason we're all here. Didn't do a very good job, though. Did you? Silence! I saved them! Saved them all!
Saved them. Look around. Does this look safe to you?
The preserved citizens begin to stir. Not much, just slight movements. But in the absolute stillness, it's terrifying. A guard's hand tightens on his sword. A mother inches toward her children. They're responding to the argument.
Wait, stop. Everyone stop. You keep talking about when the armies came, what happened, all this past stuff. But we need to know what's happening now. What are you? Not what you were. What are you now?
The projection freezes. When he speaks, both voices overlap, but controlled.
You want the truth. The simple, horrible truth.
Yes, finally.
I am the mouthpiece for 50,000 preserved souls. Every person frozen in this city thinks through me, speaks through me. I am their collective madness given form. Skrrr. All their wildest thoughts, their strangest impulses, their chaotic dreams. That's me. And I am the Starheart, the Aterion.
Wait, but who activated you? Who made the choice?
The projection flickers, and for just a moment, a third voice breaks through. Calmer, sadder, desperately trying to be heard.
I did. I'm still here. Tried to. Oh, no, not yet. The show's not ready for the tragic reveal. Silence! Both of you, now!
What the fuck is going on?
Right, but who activated the Aterion? You said someone made a choice.
The projection flickers more violently. You see not two, but three forms trying to separate. Thranos' chaotic swirl, divine fire, and between them, something quieter. Desperate.
I am. Please, I need to tell you. The tragic hero wants his moment. How touching. How dramatic. Should I get the tiny violin? You are weak! You hesitated! I had to take control!
Fuck, you merged with it? The Aterion voluntarily?
That's the vibe you got from that.
Yeah, honestly.
Same?
Voluntarily. Such a simple word for such a complex horror. He thought he was saving everyone. Instead, I saved them. Kept them safe. Eternal!
Have you heard yourself? Eternal and aware, eternal and suffering.
At those words, every preserved citizen in view turns to stare at you. Their eyes hold centuries of exhausted consciousness.
They're alive! The invaders are dead, but my people live!
Your people are in hell, you psycho.
The projection begins to tear, not glitch, literally tear apart. The consciousness is pulling in different directions.
He can't accept it. Can't accept what he did. To be the buffer, the performance, the thing that lets him not think about nothing! There's nothing to think about! Make the right choice!
People, please! The preservation network is destabilizing. Your argument is affecting the entire system.
Pendleton is right. The preserved are moving more now. The mother has closed half the distance to her children. The guard's sword is partway out of its sheath. The elderly woman who tried to run has turned almost completely around.
You're waking them up. Your fighting is breaking the preservation.
Breaking, or finally making it interesting. Nearly 2,000 years of the same frozen tableau. Boring!
Wait, if the preservation breaks, wouldn't that free them?
Thranos' laughter dies instantly. When he speaks again, it's with a quiet horror.
Free them? Oh, you sweet summer prison bitch. The preservation isn't a cage. It's life support. It's the only thing keeping 50,000 corpses animated.
What do you mean, corpses?
They died, darling. Every last one. The moment the preservation wave hit, their bodies ceased all biological function. Hearts stopped, lungs emptied, brains went dark. The preservation caught them in that instant between life and death, and just held them there. If the preservation fails without being properly reversed, they don't wake up. They just finish dying. 1,000 years late, but just as final.
So you idiots arguing breaks this thing and everyone just drops dead?
Like marionettes with cut strings. 50,000 bodies hitting the floor at once. Can you imagine the sound? Thud, thud, thud. It would abandon me! Leave me alone after everything I've done for them!
No, please. The network can't handle. I need to explain. Pendleton, my boy, are you there?
Pendleton stops mid-air like someone just yanked his power cord. Every single one of his panels goes rigid. His optical sensors cycle through colors fast enough to cause seizures, and there's a sound coming from inside him, like gears trying to turn against each other.
Master Thalmion, is that you?
Pendleton's entire form shudders. His panels rattle against each other in what might be mechanical sobbing if such a thing were possible. A thin wisp of steam escapes from his spout, the closest thing to tears his construction allows.
My friend, I'm so sorry. I tried to save everyone. Instead, I became...
You became me! Became power! Became salvation! Became a wonderful source of entertainment!
You're Master Thalmion. Did you mean for this? The preservation? What the hell happened?
The projection goes rigid. For a heartbeat, nothing moves. Then the convulsions start. Violent, wrong, like watching someone have 3 different seizures at once. The form tears at its own head, fingers phasing through itself as 3 distinct voices rip free from one throat.
Get out! Get out of my mind! This is my body! My power! Please! I need to tell them! They need to know what I've done!
The projection collapses to its knees, and the scream that follows isn't human. It's the sound of fracturing glass mixed with tearing metal, mixed with something alive, being pulled apart at the molecular level. The preserved citizens all flinch in unison, some covering their ears despite having no ability to move. The walls themselves seem to recoil from the sound. Light bleeds from the projection's eyes, mouth, from cracks, spreading across its form like fault lines. For a moment, you see all 3 consciousnesses superimposed. Thranos' manic grin, the Eterian's divine fury, and beneath it all, Thalmion's exhausted humanity fighting to surface. They tear at each other, claw for control, and then silence. The projection remains on its knees, head bowed, breathing in ragged gasps that something made of light shouldn't need. When it finally looks up, the face that meets your eyes is almost human. Just a man, broken, ancient. 1,000 years of regret carved into features that flicker between solid and translucent.
I've managed to shut them out. Both of them. All of them. It won't last long, minutes at most, but I need to tell you.
And that's where we're gonna wrap up this session. See you later, guys.
Oh, come on!